Greetings, Vladimir Vladimirovich. How are you today? I wanted to talk to you directly. I've never had the occasion to be able to speak with you directly in person or to meet with you. As a matter of fact, I've been dissuaded in pretty much every way possible from even acknowledging that I know of your existence. At some point in time, I encountered some literature specific to the gas and oil sector. It mentioned things that you had done in your past, including that you had authored works, including a particular treatise recommending a concept of national champion. There's no further information about what that entails, and I have had very sparse access to anything online in English. It was actually written by you. And what I do know is that you are co author on a book for judo and are yourself a practitioner of the martial arts. So I want to acknowledge that I understand that it takes a great commitment to engage in such matters, and I would not wish you any disrespect if for no other reason than in that regard. There are, however, some matters that I think you should be apprised of directly. I've avoided until now discussing these matters or attempting to discuss them with you directly until I had what I understood to be confirmation that would then necessitate refusal to accept anything less. It's my understanding that in performance of your ministerial duties, and in accordance with an understanding that the nation you represent has a distinct difference of opinion and policy in regards to very important matters than the one that I am in myself in the United States, that there has been some negotiations that may have involved you being in a position to acquire assets that are actually United States in origin and may or may not have been commingled with the assets of people who are, if not already, full citizens of the United States in the process of becoming full citizens of the United States, but might have as their point of origin or birthplace a country that was formerly connected to or through the Soviet Union. I also understand in the course of that you have come into acquisition of assets that belong to me personally. Understand, at the time that I created, produced, and attempted to engage with these assets, I did not understand them as assets. I understood them as a good faith effort to engage in the judicial system in order to seek access to my rights to due process after being in a position where I was attempted for enticement into cooperation with crime. Now, I understand from what is still available about your public record that you do have a past experience working within municipal administrations in Russia, and that part of that, at least at the onset, was addressing issues connected to local corruption. I take that very seriously, regardless of what else has happened. I know myself that I have had experience investigating corruption, attempting to report on it, and attempting to address and deal within civil service administrations, within various municipalities that had their own corruption issues to contend with. And I maintain my commitment to addressing myself in the capacities available to me. So I do not make light of that. I also know that for the last 2 years, you have made public announcements concerning the role of the former Soviet Union during World War II and its efforts to address the National Socialist Party endeavors once they ended up in government. This is very important to understand it from that context. They were a political party with a specific ideology that engaged in a specific campaign and then came into political power. What they did to get there and what they did once they get there is very important. My understanding is that inherent in what you presented publicly that was allowed to be translated or that was translated into English was that specific kind of understanding. The specific term of your position within your country or positions within your own country was evaluated accordingly. If you have decided for whatever reason in your official capacity that in the course of acquiring these respective assets, that you have determined to move forward in accordance with prioritizing or preferring some instance of them, some individual selection, or some combination of selections, please understand that insofar as it includes anything connected to me, or my allies, or my family, or my colleagues, or other Americans, that I am in the course of exercising my constitutional rights to address the governmental structure herewith, then I will also take that into consideration and I will act accordingly. I expect you to do no less. I hope you have a good day.